I want to do Central Park, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought that was coming with a 1.8 drop.
Yeah.
I know we did a lot of other stuff, but I'm not arguing that wouldn't be sweet. It's a big chunk of New York City.
Yeah, it is a really big chunk. I mean, it's just sitting there.
Just waiting for you to.
Dude, we could do that. We could do Battle Royale in Central Park, dudes.
There you go. Wait, I'm trying to find it. Chat's moving.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man, that's funny. That is funny. It would be cool, though, right? I mean, you'd have to do it right. All the things. Basically, like, you know, assume we execute correctly. Attention to detail. Dude, BR?
Are you confirming this right now, T?
Nope.
No, you're not.
But just imagine if instead of a giant, weird heat wave ring of fire, it was hunters that pushed you in. What?
Oh, my God.
And they're just like, and then like, what if it could be crazy and like the server could actually get together and push through the hunters and something happens? Who knows? I don't know, man. I don't know. Crazy.
You're getting me a little too excited, dude.
Yeah.
Hunter BR mode.
People assume, hey guys, if it's a dark zone. Right?
What, dark zone area?
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Dark zone, as a fan, I mean, I already have to cover so much space, especially after the dark zone extension, right? So what if it wasn't a dark zone at all? Would that be cool? If it was like, it was a new PvE, you know, like.
You'd have to differentiate it from West Side Pier, though.
Yeah, we would. What, you know, I mean.
Obviously, there's ways to do it.
Yeah.
I don't doubt the team.
For sure. Maybe the question to ask is, if Central Park was specific to a game mode, like a BR, or if it's just an addition to the world in general. Right. For me, there are a few things I would want in the game if we were going to have clans. You know, one of those would be like, that was...
Yeah, I missed.
Yeah,
Dude, I missed.
that's okay. It was heat of the moment, right? Heat of the moment.
I see what you did there.
Like, I'd want to be able to matchmake in PvP matches, right? Like custom matches, as clan versus clan, right? I'd want that. But I think most importantly, as a member of a clan, you know, or a guild or a group, whatever you want to call it, I'd want some PvE activity that I could do that took more than, you know, took a clan amount of people, right? And we just don't have that right now. So while I love the idea of clans, right?
You'd want to expand on it a little
Yeah,
bit
like
more.
what would we do with a clan right now? Like,
other than putting your name on a roster, right?
Yeah. Which I could see that, like, as
yeah.
far as, okay, I want to be known as this group because this group has an identity, a reputation, right?
Oh, I'm dead.
You know, we're the clan that. Are you stuck, dude?
Am I stuck again? No, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm just
good.
backing into an
Dude, they are wrecking.
If they could shoot somebody else.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of my thing. That's kind of my thing. I'd want to really give it a reason to be there for you guys.
Yeah.
Right. Because it would be a lot of work, right? For matchmaking purposes, back end, things like that. And so I'd want to have the, you know, forward-facing mechanics and activities to really support it. It's a good idea, though. I mean, I'd love to. The idea of running around seeing someone's clan tag and be like, "Yo, that's Clancy Elites, bro." You know,
Right.
just like, "Wow, okay."
Wow. Speaking of.
Clan wars and clan objectives, yeah. So 20. How about a tool that let us choose a small portion of the map, remove NPCs, and let us matchmake another equal-sized group? Yeah, something like that. Something like that. That would be an incredible addition to the game. I love trade systems, especially in a healthy crafting economy where players can create their own objects and put them up for sale, and it becomes a world. I would love to hire actual economists and bring them here and work out that whole thing. I would love for players to trade.
It's intense.
I mean, that creates such longevity.
So with the player trading, I think I saw Hamish talk about it too. He said if you allow players to trade in certain situations, they're going to start putting monetary value on items on the back end, which gets into a whole other thing.
Yeah, the whole stuff. A whole stuff. Oh boy! They dropped a bomb on the game when they came up with the hunters, and I agree. They're astounding.
But they want more. Everybody wants
Yeah,
more.
no, I agree. I want more too. Like hunter-themed outfits, more. I want hunter masks. You know, hunter emotes. Weapon skins, right? You know, I always talk about finishing moves. I think we've talked about these a couple of times in these streams. So like being able to finish a down player, right? Because right now, you know, you can gun butt them or whatever, right? What if we had finishing moves?
What'd you have in mind? The hunter axe pick?
Like, what if we had specifics? Like, what if there's contextual where,
that'd be cool.
you know, like if you're rogue, it plays you could, when you do a finishing move, it could be this. Maybe you could pick the slot, maybe not. Maybe it's random, depending on what you've earned. And if you're a shade agent, you know, in the dark zone, you know, if you're executing a player or an AI or whatever, you know, maybe there's variance. That'd be kind of interesting.
Getting a little excited there, bud.
Well, you know, I mean,
it's part of your job.
That's exactly. That's the kind of customization and personalization that I know I appreciate.
Yeah.
I feel like our community would appreciate
Change
it too.
the dynamic of the DZ in a fun way.
Whoa.
Named hunters in the DZ.
That's not something I've heard. A named hunter.
Named hunter in what?
I mean, like, specifically making...
Like Taylor.
Yeah, specifically...
Let's bring him over there.
Like, I know that... What that calls to me about, that's like... That makes me think of, like, an elite named boss hunter. Like, there's hunters.
Yeah.
And then there's the...
The hunters are the hunters.
Yeah, like the bosses that are the hunters. Like, and they've got, you know, special cool names. Like we'd have an Ampy.
Like Terry.
Ampy. Not Terry. Terry runs the support station. He can't be a hunter.
Terry's a bad name.
Yeah, it's a bad name, dude. Oh man, that'd be cool. Hunter named devs. Once a month. I think in the future there'll be more ways to get exotics, along with more ways. You know, I'll make the statement here saying that we do want to explore more ways to give players classified gear. Eventually.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it is.
That's a big one, and I definitely want to have a discussion with you about it.
It's a big one for us as well as players. Like we want. Like I said, I don't have any classified 6 pieces. I have nothing complete. Right. There are plenty of exotics that I have. And I'm probably. I can't call myself a casual, but there are countless players that have more game time than me, more live game time, right? So you could say I have exactly what I should have based on my playtime. But I want players to get the loot they want, right? I guess if you could say, Terry, what's your goal for people for playing this game? I want you to accomplish your goals, right? You want to earn all the classified gear sets? I want you to do that. You want to get all the, you want to get all the exotics? I want you to do that. I want to make sure you have to spend some time doing it, right? Because we're an RPG and there's a grind. But I don't want it to be impossible, right? So we're always trying to find that line. We toe that line. And to be frank and to be honest, right? I think we're not close enough to that line right now. It's still really hard to get classified gear sets completed. So I'd like to address that. Eventually. I'm not saying with the next update. I'm not even saying in the next year. I'm not promising you anything. I'm just telling you how I feel. Brought emotions. You know, more ways to get exotics. I'd like to do that some way, right? More ways to get classifieds. I'd like to do that too, right? It's a discussion with all the teams across the world. It's the discussion with our design staff and making sure we do it right. I don't want to flood the market, you know, because
it's not special anymore, right?
Everything's the long tail, right? First heard that. What happens when we give people more div tech? What happens? People can optimize more.
They optimize all their stuff.
Yeah. What happens when they optimize all their stuff? Well, they need more stuff then.
That's
right?
true.
Or they leave, right?
Right.
They've accomplished their goals. They don't play the game anymore. Well, that sucks. I hope not, right? Why do we need to nerf the house?
I've seen a couple of concerns about the house.
I have seen less about that, to be honest. Tell me about the house.
Too many people are using it in PvP.
Ooh.
People are getting destroyed by it, and I feel like we should take another look at it.
Now, let's talk about that then. It's not just the house, obviously. It's the house when they use the, or it's like in combination. So what are the ingredients to that?
I might have seen some Predator involved with that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
I see it used a lot with D3 though.
I can hear that.
It's pretty good.
I can hear that.
But it's mostly Predator.
Someone just asked me to flex. No, sorry.
Go for it.
Are you really going to nerf the Predator set? No. What I'd like to do is I'd like to find ways to constructively counter the Predator set, right? So if, you know, to me that doesn't qualify as a nerf. Nerfing would be like, oh, reducing the 6-piece bleed to 5%, you know, or whatever. Like, my goal, our goal, is not to nerf it. If that ends up being the only solution and the problem is big enough and loud enough, then yeah, sure, we will. Because, you know, if it creates a tremendous imbalance, then we have to fix it. But that's not the goal. The goal is not to nerf, right? The goal is to make it so players can identify something that kills them quickly and then make sure it's super clear on how they can not get killed super quickly, you know? It's like Striker's healing stack. Wow, that really gets me. EMP. Use EMP, right? EMP grenade, you know, EMP sticky, right? Have someone run it in your group, right? There's a way to get around it. And I know the bleed for 6-piece right now doesn't have a lot of ways to get around it, right? The box doesn't cleanse it and so on and so forth. So anyway, wanted to get that out there. So let's talk about 290 exotic. That means we need to make more stuff. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So, you know, that's what I'm looking at. 90. Yeah, what will we gain? What would we gain by doing that? I mean, so essentially what you're saying is raise it to 290, meaning the min-max of those weapons are going to be higher, right?
Yeah. To compete with classifieds, I guess.
Right.
Is the goal.
But in doing so, do we negate the use of regular weapons, right? I'd like to think, and I believe in practice, hexotic builds are still viable, right?
I'd say so.
You know, I'm not saying in every instance, right? You know, it's just like in every instance, you know, you're not gonna have a surefire win with a classified set. You know, you're not gonna win all the time with a hexotic build, right? Or, you know, if you said exotics for 290, what would we have to do to the other weapons to make sure they still got use? I don't know. That'd be my concern, my first concern. I'm sure there are others in there floating around.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.